Mondo is a pop culture phenomenon.
Juggernaut. No.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But we specialize in posters and soundtracks and gimcracks and jujas of all sorts related to movies that we love. And a lot of the team here at Mondo loves horror movies.
That was the first Stephen King movie I ever saw.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just blew my mind because here you had, it was like a horror comic come to life with an anthology and the special effects. I mean, I think I've seen Creepshow, man, at least 20 times. It just gets better with every viewing.
It's still effective, right?
Yeah, I mean, all the special effects, there's comedy, it's terrifying.
God, I think I rented it on VHS. I never saw the commercials for it, but I remember seeing the softcover graphic novel, the Stephen King and Bernie Wrightson one. And seeing that, and then when I finally got to rent it on VHS, I was so excited to see that come to life. And I gotta say, it's probably the best as far as trying to maintain that kind of comic kind of vibe. It's got this weird horror comedy. I know it's a movie that almost defies description. It's almost like someone lost a bet at Disney and made some sort of crazy evil Disney movie.
Meteor ship.
Well, the original poster is one of the great ones because, God, I'm going to completely butcher pronouncing this word, so forgive me, but it's got that Trump Leo.
Yeah, I remember seeing the poster like on the VHS cover, like when you walked into the video store and your eyes just traveled right to it because it's just so wonderful and you look at it and you know exactly what you're getting into and
what you might be getting into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I didn't totally expect it. I didn't see it at the theater, but I have to imagine it had to have been a really effective poster because it kind of like, you know, it's almost like set dressing the theater for your experience to see Creepshow because it has that effect that the creep is actually there at the theater selling you tickets when you walk up. Mondo's first Creepshow poster, 2013. I'm pretty sure it's this one by Mike Sutphin. Mike is an incredible detailed illustrator and he has a great love for the movie as is evident by the rendering here. And he was kind of a bit inspired by the original poster in a way to try to create make it really feel like you're looking out a window. Like you could hang this on, even though it's just a crop of the window, if you hang it on your wall, that maybe you could feel like a giant King Kong sized creep is inviting you to voodoo doll your dad in the neck. But yeah, this one came in, I remember Mitch Putnam, myself were like just blown away by it. And we're thrilled to death to release it. And as you can expect, it was met with grand applause. Second poster I think we did, I believe it was this one by Gary Pullen, which is really awesome. If you can't see, each individual flame has one of the vignettes from the anthology. And it also takes a lot of notes from the original poster, having the framework be a ticket. And I don't know, it's got that Father's Day jerk dad just greeting you, inviting you to come in, have your cake. We've worked a long time with artist Mike Saputo. And there was a lull there for a while where we hadn't really had a good match for a property we just weren't thinking. By God, he delivered it so hard, he's become like one of our big go-to horror artwork guys. He handled all of our Nightmare on Elm Street box set, and he's doing a lot of work now on Halloween. But his depiction of Fluffy is just incredible. I really love it. We had a show with Australian power duo, We Buy Your Kids, and they did 2 takes on Creepshow for their gallery show here, and I love both of them. Basically, I love pretty much everything that We Buy Your Kids ever does. It's hard to designate one as a favorite, but I'm not kidding. This one I really like so much because really captures again the horror and the fun of the film all in one image, and that's Boneface's take on the movie. Features the creep presenting you with the anthology as like a 5-layer cake, and really well handled, really crazy, horrific, unsettling, but I don't know, fun. It's like Dagwood made a terrible horror cake. Also, we sometimes have to experience a lot of licensing restrictions with likeness rights, and I thought that Boneface really handled it well here, especially with E.G. Marshall's, what's the guy's name again?
Upson Pratt.
Creepshow still inspires people, I think, because it's still so unique. No one's made a film quite like it before or since. Creepshow 2 couldn't even do it. And that's just, I think, the mind of Romero just hit on a really original, crazy take that no one's ever seen the likes of. I mean, geez, it was like huge back in the day. It had a big inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, it kicked off things like Amazing Stories, Nightmares.
Nightmares?
Remember that? Like Tales from the Dark Side.
It's got Emilio Estevez playing video games. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Hitchhiker too. Oh my God,
yeah, it kicked off all of that. Yeah, absolutely. And even like now.
Wait, Twilight Zone came back too after that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of caused a little bit of a sea change.
Yeah.
That's the reason why, is because it's so goddamn great. I mean, what are you gonna do?
And it's Stephen King.
Yeah, Stephen King probably had something to do with it. I'll give Stephen King some credit. Fine, he came up with some interesting stories. It has like some sort of like a little bit of old-fashioned kind of feeling, but at the same time a weird kind of like modern horror feel with like that kind of the lighting being so oversaturated and cartoonish. I think if anything that it affects the artist would be the colors used. People feel like relaxed to use a super saturated palette when trying to render it, as you can see here. I mean, this is almost practically like some sort of psychedelic poster colors for like, say, Sutphen's or Gary Pullen's, or We Buy Your Kids' poster. And the thing is, you can do that for Creepshow because of that weird, Mario Bava looking sort of palette that they have. In that respect, I think it gives them a little bit of freedom that you don't really have afforded for other horror movie posters.
I think we've just done the tip of the iceberg with what could be done with Creepshow, with Mondo. We would love to do more. Yeah,
it's been a while since we've had the license, but we've started working with so many different artists since we made this collection that there's a lot of different approaches and styles I think that would be interesting to see how they would attack Creepshow in a new way.